Hello, welcome back to English Gurukul. Today we are going to learn some important lesson from English grammar. So let's begin. Today I am going to discuss about adjective. My friend, all of you write it down, adjective. Last day I have defined how can you write the definition of adjective, and also I have set a lot of examples and describing you that how can you define adjective, yes or no. And let's say some examples are given to you and asking you that find out adjective from that sentence. So how can you find out adjective from any sentences already been discussed, and already I have told you it according to its position. On the basis of the position, adjective has been divided in different way, like predicative adjective, post positive adjective, attributive adjective. So all those important things already been discussed with all of you, yes or no. Right now, my friend, today I'm gonna discuss one of the most important thing, and those who have been preparing for the competitive examination, those who are the school goers and studying from class 1 to class 12. So for all of you, and those want to write in English language, so for all of us that would be very important and very great topic for all of us. Write down absolute adjective or degreeless adjective. Write down absolute adjective. Write down absolute adjective. All of you have written, very good. Absolute adjective also known as absolute adjective also known as, my friend, degreeless adjective. What? Degreeless adjective. Very good. Degreeless adjective. And also it is also known as degreeless adjective. Absolute adjective also known as degreeless adjective. It is also known as extreme adjective. What? Extreme adjectives. It is also known as classifying adjective. Classifying adjective. It is also known as non-gradable adjective. Non-gradable adjective. It has different name, but try to understand why I have written all the names, because of some particular reason. So adjective is a word which always qualifies, identifies and quantify a noun or a pronoun, yes or no. First day whenever we learned how can you define an adjective, already we have learned that adjective is a word which always talk about the quality of a noun or a pronoun. It always describes the quality of a noun or a pronoun. It means it qualifies, quantifies and identifies a noun or a pronoun. And it has divided into two parts. One is qualitative adjective and another one is determiner. Determiner we are going to study later on. Nowadays we are studying what? Qualitative adjective. And from qualitative adjective, today we are studying about absolute adjective. And absolute adjective also known as degreeless adjective, extreme adjective, classifying or non-gradable adjective. Got my point, all of you? Very good. Now the question is that, sir, what is absolute adjective or degreeless adjective to us? What does it mean? It means degreeless adjectives are the adjectives, or you can say absolute adjectives are the adjectives which always show the complete quality or extreme quality. I repeat, I have said that absolute adjective or degreeless adjective are the adjectives always talk or show extreme or complete quality. But my point, it is known as absolute or degreeless adjective. Now let me give you some idea so that you can understand it better. Okay, now all the absolute adjectives comes from, write down one thing, all the absolute or degreeless adjectives, they come from or originated from or stems from the regular adjective. Regular adjective. Okay, regular adjective. What I have said, I told you that regular adjective, yes or no, all the absolute and degreeless adjective, they originated from or they stem from or they came from where? Regular adjective. Now you might ask me the question, sir, what is regular adjective? The regular adjectives are the adjectives which have three forms: positive, comparative and superlative degree. Okay, regular adjective we can make it positive, also we can make it comparative, also we can make it superlative degree. Now let me give an example of regular adjective like big. Big is a positive degree, positive. And what would be the comparative of this word? Bigger. Big, bigger, it is the comparative form, comparative. And last one is the biggest. Yes or no? It is the superlative form, superlative. Now people ask me the question, sir, you did not make us understand about degree of comparison. My friend, degree of comparison I am going to discuss whenever you understand about the gradable adjective and non-gradable adjective. Because unless you understand about the non-gradable adjective, unless you understand about the gradable adjective, so you can't understand also comparison or the degree of adjectives. Got my point? So because of this reason I am telling to all of you that this degreeless adjective, knowing degreeless adjective is very important part and parcel of life. So big, bigger, biggest. Now what I have written here, I have written big. Yes or no? I have written what? Big. I have written what, my friend? Big. Have you seen? Yeah. This is known as, yes, this is known as regular adjective. Why it is called regular adjective? Because it has the comparative and the superlative form. What? It has comparative and as well as the superlative form. And because of having comparative and superlative degree, we can call it what? Very good. Regular adjective. But those adjectives, the adjectives which don't have the comparative as well as the superlative form, they are known as degreeless adjective. Already I have written degreeless. Degreeless means what? They are called degreeless adjective. Okay, they are called degreeless. Degreeless means they don't have comparative as well as superlative form. So try to understand. It means, what does it mean? It means that it is an adjective but it don't have any comparative and superlative form. So what are called absolute adjective or degreeless adjective? Let me discuss by making comparison with regular adjective so that you can understand it better and also implement in the examination hall. Now let's say big. Okay, big. Big is regular adjective. Now you all of you have understood big is regular adjective. What? Regular adjective. Big is regular adjective. Now what would be the degreeless adjective of big? Now degreeless adjective of big, or I can say absolute adjective or extreme adjective would be big. What? Enormous, huge. Can I write enormous? Can I write yes or no? Enormous, huge, gigantic. Have you got this word? Enormous, huge, gigantic and big. Most of the time all of you have seen it. Yes. Have you seen this word? Yeah, enormous, huge, gigantic. Most of the time also you are getting confused, sir. What is the difference between big, enormous, huge and gigantic? We could not understand why these words are given to us. We could not understand why we can do it big, bigger, biggest, but we cannot do enormous. Then what? Comparative and superlative form cannot be used using this adjective. Yes or no? Most of the time you are getting confused that huge also cannot be any comparative and superlative form. Gigantic also cannot have any comparative and superlative form. But the big, this word has comparative and superlative form. So most of the time you are confused that what kind of adjective they are. So today your confusion will be cleared whenever you understand the difference between regular adjective and the absolute adjective. Try to understand regular adjectives are the adjectives which have the comparative and superlative form. But the absolute adjective or the extreme adjective or degreeless adjective are the adjective which don't have any comparative and superlative form. It means that my friend, enormous is equal to enormous, huge or gigantic. All the meanings are similar. So enormous or gigantic or huge means the biggest. It means that, I try to understand, it means the sense or the meaning, the sense and the meaning of biggest will be as similar as enormous, huge and gigantic. Got my point? I repeat, my friend, what I have written over here, biggest, yes or no? Big, bigger, biggest. So the sense and the meaning of the biggest as similar as enormous, huge or gigantic, you can say. Got my point? It means that enormous, huge, gigantic, it means that very big or very big, I can say. Very big, or you can say the biggest. What is the meaning of biggest? You know, big, bigger, biggest. So the meaning of the biggest, or the sense and meaning of the biggest, must be as similar as like enormous, huge and gigantic. Okay, it means that enormous, huge and gigantic, it means that very big, it means that very big. Got my point? Next word I can write, small. Okay, all of you have seen small. Try to understand, because there are huge amount of words, huge and enormous words are there in this grammar book, and lot of words are there. How many words would it be possible for me to discuss over here and writing down all the words and making you understand that this would be the absolute adjective and this would be the regular adjective? It is not possible, not only for me, for anybody else. No one can make you understand all the words, but understanding the concept can give you a direction to clarify the answers in the examination hall, which answer should be there. Okay, you can easily understand, you can easily process it in your mind that what would be the exact answer, the correct answer. But learning words, you need to do hard work also. Learn words as much as possible, but it is not possible not only for me, no, anybody else in this world. They can't discuss huge amount of words within single frame time. So it is my request, try to understand the concept. Okay, my friend, small. What would be the small? Small means it's a regular adjective, because we can make it comparative and superlative form. Small, smaller, smallest. What? Small, smaller, smallest. But whenever I say tiny, what? Tiny, it's a absolute form, or it's a extreme form, or degreeless form, or it's a classifying adjective. It is called non-gradable adjective. Gradable adjectives are the adjectives which have positive, comparative and superlative form. Non-gradable and classifying adjectives are the adjectives which don't have comparative and superlative form. So similar things, tiny is extreme. Tiny means extreme, means very small. Tiny means what? Extreme means small, means smallest. Smallest, small, smaller, smallest. What is the superlative degree of small? Smallest. So the meaning of the smallest must be as similar as, must be as similar as tiny. Tiny means what? Smallest. Or you can say very small, very small. Got my point? These are called absolute or the extreme adjective. They are called degreeless adjective. You cannot make it comparative and superlative form. Got my point? So it's very important part of learning English language, my friend. So try to understand. Okay, all of you have written down this one. Very good. Okay, all of you have written down. Very good. I hope so all of you understood about absolute adjective. I think that all of you understood about the absolute adjective. Absolute adjectives, also known as degreeless adjective. Why it is called degreeless adjective? Because it doesn't have any degree, comparative and superlative form. But the regular adjectives are the adjectives which have the degree, comparative and superlative. Next day I am going to discuss about degree of comparison. These are three types: positive, comparative and superlative. Next day I am going to discuss about it. But before going to discuss about degree of comparison, I think that I need to discuss about the absolute or degreeless adjective, because it's very important to understand because of examination. And all the students who have been preparing for the competitive examination and the school and university goers, for all of us that topic would be very magnificent. So for today, that's all. I hope that all of you understood what would be the meaning of absolute adjective and what would be the meaning of regular adjective. Now you can easily differentiate between the regular and absolute or degreeless adjective. Thank you for today. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.